Not.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Love Brew podcast. I'm Tommy T, and our Tika T is in the building with me. Good
Yeah,
morning, love.
that's me. Good morning. We really got to buy another cord.
Yeah,
Like I might get on Amazon.
you got to stop breaking things.
I didn't break it. Quad did.
Well, you got to watch them.
I watched him break it. That's how I know it. That's how I know he broke it. I watched him break it. Good morning, Miss
Good
Tillman.
morning, Miss Tillman. Uh, yeah. Dang. So you just sat there and watched them break, and I
You know,
bet you.
he dropped my computer on the floor.
I told you. I told you that was gonna happen.
And when he dropped it,
The thing broke out.
yeah,
Yeah.
the end piece that goes into it bent completely out.
Yeah, it's just all it's only $89.99 to buy a new computer charger.
No, I just need the cord. The box is fine.
good,
Good morning, Linda.
good morning, Linda. Like that's the craziest thing, man. Like how much things cost.
Mm-hmm.
Like we at work is funny, right? We
Mm-hmm.
played the Price is Right. They do this little trivia thing. And so I made the suggestion of do video games. So they did video games. I ain't know none of the answers. So there's that. Then they did The Price is Right. And this made me realize how much things I don't like to buy.
For example.
For example, they had a blender, right?
Uh-huh.
Which the blender was $20. I was like, I have no clue how much this blender is. The blender that I want is $120. And we, however much we pay for our blender. And I
We
was
paid 120 for
nah,
it.
it,
That's the
it
regular
nah, it
price.
was it was the regular price. It's not $120 for this blender. The regular price is not that, but we got it on sale.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, man, this blender's $50. Nowhere near.
How much was the
The
blender?
blender was $20.
Uh-huh.
No, actually, yeah, it was $19.99. So
Was it
good morning,
like
high vibe.
good morning, high
It was
five?
just a regular Munchkin blender.
No. I was that's what I was asking. Was it like a name brand?
Nah, it wasn't.
That you
I
like?
don't like it had a name brand.
Like ours is Ninja.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, Ninja, it's a good blender. Don't
Yeah,
get
it's
me
solid.
wrong.
That blender's solid.
However, the price point that the blender normally goes for is because it's a Ninja.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I was asking.
Nah, it's not. It's not. Good morning, Sharon.
I'm about to buy these cords. I just
That-
put them in the cart.
But I just laugh at it because I was like, dog, I was really off from that, man. Like I don't be knowing how much stuff costs.
Man, like that time you gave me $3 to buy some cereal, and
Oh,
then I
I
sent you the
I
picture.
look, I went in there, I bought this cereal yesterday. I
Uh-huh.
went in there and I was like, dang, this cereal is $8. That box was $8. I was like, I'd never bought cereal for $8. And then it was on the buy one get one.
Mhm.
I am so glad you told me about if you buy one get one.
If you
and
get the
just
one, it's half price.
It's just half price. I was like, man, $4 is okay. For this big box, like that's how much it used to cost.
Mm-hmm.
So good morning, Trina.
Good morning, Trinity.
So that's my adventures at going to the grocery store.
Okay.
and
I'm
the
about
shock
to unplug this.
and the shock that I have.
I ordered us some cords. They'll
I
be
think
here
I
tomorrow.
I think I got a longer cord right there. I know it's a longer cord in the car, but I don't know if it charges the computer.
I just bought a 3-pack. 10-foot, 6-foot.
So does the
3.5
computer need
foot.
charging now?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
It's just under half.
Oh, all right. We need that one to stay on.
It's fine. If it starts getting low, I'll plug it back up.
Because look, mine will just pop out whenever it wants to.
It will.
Anyway, my adventures at the grocery store, man. I swear, like,
And You just don't know the price of
I
anything.
don't know the
Because
prices of
blenders, I wouldn't buy
anything.
that from the grocery store anyways.
I shop on the outskirts of the grocery store.
No, I laugh at that because remember I was telling you about that lady I was watching that had the hand juicer for lemons.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I got this from Williams Sonoma." I was like, "How much could a juicer at Williams Sonoma be?" And I looked and it was $32. I was like, "Girl, bye,
It's like $32. They
girl."
make them for $4, like
Well, remember I wanted
the
the
regular
one.
joints.
The reason that I looked up hers is because it had the little cup on the bottom to catch the lemon juice.
Yeah,
Because I'm going all in on this lemon tree when we get it.
yeah.
We're gonna have fresh squeezed lemonade.
I ain't never gonna drink that.
That's fine. I'm gonna tell you who gonna make a lot of it when they come visit though.
Your mama,
My mama. My mama love to roll a lemon.
does she?
Mm-hmm. But no, she really don't like rolling them, but she used to make us roll them. I know Lily gonna be rolling lemons
Yeah.
and quad.
Um. So yeah, that's my adventures. Like I went to the grocery store twice this week. That I usually don't do. I don't know what Lily just said, but
I don't
anyway.
either.
Um.
So unlike how we normally do things, I want to go ahead and get this big one out the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to save it to last.
Nope.
I ain't gonna have nothing to talk about after that.
We'll figure out something. I
All
just want to
right.
go ahead and get it out the
Well,
way.
go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so I know y'all saw this. I don't even want to call it. It's definitely viral. TikTok from Reesa Teesa, Who Did I Marry? And
Who TF?
so to set this up, how I found out about it, I'm scrolling Instagram this past weekend while we were in Nashville, and we were at a friend's house, and several of my friends have posted screenshots saying they waiting on the next part. I'm like, what are they talking about? One of them posts the link to the playlist.
Mm.
So I click on the link to the playlist, pull it up, start listening. She starts telling this story. By like the third part, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, what happens? I'm thinking this is gonna be no more than just um 5 parts.
Yeah.
When we got to like part 20 and she wasn't married yet, I was like, girl, why? Like I really got pissed off at her. And so um we were at a friend's house
Yep.
and I was trying to explain to Tommy and the friend what was going on. They were both getting upset because the story was taking too
No,
long.
no, what it was. So we jumped in. I don't know what part of the story we jumped
I don't
in at,
remember where y'all were.
but she was listening to it on, like, just listening to it, like where we can hear it. And
Yeah, I was just sitting on the couch at friend's house.
yeah,
Kids were upstairs playing. Tommy and friend were in the kitchen.
yeah. And so we just hearing this story and we like, oh, okay, like what's going on? So she started explaining what's going on. And then about 30, 40 minutes later, we're like, dog, get to the point. You know, we didn't at the time we didn't know it was 40, 50 something parts to it.
Because it wasn't that many parts yet.
Yeah.
Like
so,
I was watching it as it was developing.
yeah. And see, we didn't know that part. So we thinking like, all right, all right, let's hear. You know, so we just sitting there listening. And the funny part was me and Steve both at the same time was like, yo, get to the point. Like,
So Sharon, I fell asleep watching it Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday on the drive home,
that's when I really got
finished
into
it.
Good morning, Hubert.
Good morning, Hubert. I finished it Sunday on the drive home. So it took me 3 days technically to listen to it all. And I turned it on 2 times speed.
Yeah.
To get it out of the way. So I told Tommy that I wanted to look at this from a standpoint of where did you mess up?
Okay.
And
now y'all gonna have to guide me because I can tell you where she messed up at. But
so I'm gonna
I
tell
just
you
don't
where I
remember
feel
all
like
the
her
stories.
initial mess up was.
Yeah.
When I find out your first and last name and you say you did something that I should be able to Google, such as play arena football,
Yeah.
I'm going to Google you.
Yeah. Yeah. So when did she find out that he played arena football?
He told her that on the first date.
Oh, all right.
So, okay.
Day one was the so yeah, that was day one. Yeah, that was the mess up.
So,
Good morning,
good morning,
Irene.
Irene. Oh, Lord.
You see Hubert.
Yes.
High vibe. I said that was the first thing I said because that's what intrigued me to listen that first part until I was like, get to the point. I stopped listening after that
Mhm.
until we got in the
I
car.
was getting tired of her recapping us because I'm like, baby, we listened
But
to the last
she got to
part.
do it like it's an episode, like an episodic TV show, like a couple things, and then we're gonna get into it, right?
Okay.
The first thing I said was
I would say I'm into it now.
the first thing I said was, "Wow, she's awesome at telling the story," right?
Mhm.
And then the second thing I said was, "I hope she's getting paid for this because
Somebody somewhere, and I don't know
this
how
is
people
about to
make
be
up these
somebody's
things
movie
because
and a book."
people do make up things. They're saying that she's made like 80,000 from this. Now I don't know if she's actually made
Hubert,
80,000.
that's somebody for everybody, man.
Have you seen him though, Hubert? Because I'm trying to figure out how did he pass off this lie that he the VP.
Yeah,
So where she should have stopped talking to him was when they matched on two different dating sites
yeah.
under two different names.
Uh, that happened.
Yes. So they met on a dating site.
She knew it.
He told her.
No, I'm saying that she knew that they. What was the? What did he tell her? Anyway, go ahead. I
So
didn't know that.
I don't know what the other site was. So one of them was like Facebook dating.
I don't care what the site
No,
was,
I'm
but
just telling you.
okay.
Like this is
Yeah.
me telling you. So like Facebook.
Nah,
Okay.
quad is up. Oh, okay.
So like Facebook dating is one of the sites, and say like Hinge is the other site, right?
Thank you.
It's the equivalent of you going by
Yeah.
Tommy on one site and Tom on the other site.
Yeah.
So they matched on both sites, and he like giggles about it
Lily.
at dinner that they
Lily.
matched on two sites. Oh no, wipe his nose.
What the- I don't know
Um, I don't know much about TikTok, but
Blow.
do you get money?
Blow.
You can make money off of TikTok. I'm not really sure how you get monetized off of TikTok. Um,
Blow.
I don't TikTok enough. Like I think the most that I upload is hit play, Lily. Hit play. The most that will you take him upstairs with her?
Mhm.
The most that I do on TikTok is upload clips from our YouTube channel, and then I upload some garden stuff. So I'm not really sure. What, baby? It's okay. Yeah, and put the gate up. Um, I'm sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Once she said he moved in after 2 weeks, I stopped watching. So I don't know what mindset everyone was in at the beginning of the pandemic because we really all thought that this was going to be a 2 week shutdown and then we would go back to life as normal. I'm not sure if that's what they thought. I'm not sure if that's what he thought. I'm trying to even figure out whose studio apartment were they in because he couldn't maintain two households off of his income because he has to have been paying. Was it an Airbnb? Like, what were you doing that you could pay her bills in her apartment as well as had this little studio that apparently just disappeared very quickly? So Jesus was trying to save her with the tire blowing out. And yet she dropped a pin and let him know where she was. Good morning, Elisa. Um, the tire blew. He came and saved the day. Cool. Okay. We go out to dinner. We find out we match on two different sites under two different names. I got questions. You say that you went to a particular school. Even if I don't like look you up, I'm getting on your LinkedIn page just to see what's going on. You say you play arena football. I should be able to Google that. And I'm just like, I feel like you missed a lot of due diligence on vetting the person that you're talking to. Like I Google people that I never even met. So I know Googling a guy that I'm dating
Yeah,
would be a thing.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, first red flag for me was for her was that she didn't Google this man.
yeah,
First for him is that he's proudly boasting about the fact that he matched with me on two sites under two different names.
yeah. So, my bad.
Your bad what?
I just blew in the mic. I could hear it all.
Oh, okay.
Um, this brother here, bro. I don't see how you keep up a lie like that, and to tell it over and over again. So he came in. I get why she was like, "Oh, okay," but I don't get why she uh forgave the matching part. You know, like
It was like I think his first name is Jerome. So I think he matched under like Jerome and Rome.
yeah. Oh,
I would have had questions though.
yeah. Okay.
You go by Rome?
You go by Rome or Jerome?
Why you ain't put match your name?
I don't know. I like. I
What your mama
first
name
off,
you?
I wouldn't know how to like date on a dating app. That would be my first thing.
I think
Um,
if you wanted to, you could figure it
I
out.
mean, if I wanted to, I would figure it out, but it would be like I'd be the old guy, like trying to holler at people. I figured it out
The
though.
more desperate you are, the more lies you want to believe. I get that. Like I fully understand that because she kept saying that she was well, I don't think she kept saying, but I know she said it at least once that she thought it was finally her turn.
For what?
Like to get chose. Like I'm trying to get married.
Because
I want the baby, the house, the
you,
white picket
Hubert,
fence.
you don't have to show me
I
Hubert. uh, like that's the crazy part about it. It's like, but you know this brother is lying. You see, yeah, nah, close that door. No, um, like you know this brother is lying, and it's your turn to be chose. So forgiving it is like
got a lock just sitting straight up in there.
that's not your. I don't think that's your sign. You know, like this brother started out lying to you. The thing that I get it, right? The thing that helped him out the most is he came in and saved the day with a flat tire.
And during the pandemic, when they decided to move in together, he had enough money to pay her rent.
How long did he pay her rent?
Mm. That's what's been confusing to me because she said that he paid all the bills, but she also said that she couldn't afford to pay her car note without him.
Did she get the car before him or after him?
After him.
How did
You see the confusion there? Because if this person is paying all of your bills and you were at one point paying all of your bills,
Yeah,
that means that you have all the bill money now available.
yeah,
What you do with it?
right. And y'all ain't went nowhere because he promised her trips. The fact that hold up. We just gotta go straight to this part. I'm gonna skip around because I don't like the story to me. Like, first off, this story never should have happened
Mm.
because her antenna should have been on saying that this brother is a lie, right? And he ain't got like we ain't got it, you know. Like this need to stay away, red flag alert, all that. But how in the world did this man have conversations the whole time And not one time did she ask to speak, video chat, or anything to the people that he was talking to. Just with nothing on it. Like when the person is on the other end of the phone. This man has to be something else. Like, why not apply that talent to something progressive or productive? Because I mean, for you to be on the phone for to fake somebody to make it seem like you're on the phone with a person. I think he was supposed to been talking to his brother
Mm-hmm.
that he gonna have full-fledged conversations with every day for a year, I
He
guess.
just be like, "Hey," my brother said, "Hey."
Oh, she said, "Hey." Like, you know how hard that is to do every day? You know how hard it is to do.
We talk on speakerphone a lot in this house,
Yeah.
so we hear everything.
Mm, we're a part of the conversation. I think if I can hear it, I can be a part of it. You know, and I just welcome myself on into it. I don't care.
You sure do.
I do not care if I can hear your conversation. I'm going to jump in if I hear something I don't agree with.
Okay.
You know, shout out to my best friend.
He calls one of my friends his best friend.
Yeah. Um. But it's like it's the wildest thing, man, that he actually did that, and she never asked to um talk to the person that he was talking to, because like what does he say then? Let me speak to your brother, man.
I don't know. Nobody. I guess nobody's ever pulled that card on him.
Yeah, like that's
Oh, they recognize high vibe.
oh, okay. Well,
I don't think
good,
I've ever watched the regular guys.
huh?
I said I don't think I've ever watched the regular guys.
I think that's a place.
No. She
Huh?
said you're making your YouTube rounds.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, 30 minutes. I couldn't do that for 2 minutes.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be on the phone talking to
You
somebody.
can't be on the phone for 30
Yeah, I
minutes.
like it. Man, I get there. Sometimes I used to be phone boning with you for hours. Then look, I get on the phone with you, phone bone, and then be like, "Hey man, come on over," and continue the conversation.
Yeah. I
Cause
tried
we
to get
cause
Tommy his key back so much.
cause we've been on the phone too long.
So the not Googling is the beginning of my faults with
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
They moved in together in March because of the Ponderosa.
yeah.
By April, she was pregnant.
Man, did you when she said that? Did you like the when she said that? And then was like she had a miscarriage. Was you not happy for her?
Okay, so my thought was that's the second time God gave you an out.
Yeah,
Because I was like, how did you get pregnant and you weren't married when you got pregnant, and yet you still married this dude? I was like, this relationship would have ended somewhere around June.
yeah, yeah.
Once I was no longer
That's
pregnant.
when she had the miscarriage and all that.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was interesting.
Hmm.
Still paying the bills. Okay, that's why she kept. See, the embryo did know that it was a bad idea. I agree.
That's something I want to talk about though.
I know. Um, she said, dude is a sociopath. He's skilled at this, and she was dehydrated. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Um, it just doesn't make any sense
Yeah,
to me how we got married.
because they got married in 20. All this happened in March of 2020, and then we're still in 2020 at this point, right?
Yeah.
When
She
she
didn't
had
get
the
married
when
until
she
January of
yeah, yeah,
2021.
yeah. So did anything happen after the miscarriage? I know he was trying to get her not to talk to her folks. I know that happened, and
He
that's
was making up people for like to take her to the hospital when she found out she was having a miscarriage. Hey, that was crazy. She had too many red flags. She honestly was just didn't have them all. I don't know what was wrong with her.
She like I don't either. I don't either. But it was a great story. She told a great story. Like
She
I'm gonna give
did.
her that. I was like, you have intrigue, yeah, boy.
High vibe. That is a great question. Where were her friends?
I don't
But
know.
she was omitting things because she didn't tell her mama everything. Her mama came to visit
Yeah,
and she gave her mama a list of
that was
things
something I asked you.
to
I was like,
not talk to him about.
did I come with instructions? This brother came with instructions. You know, when somebody comes with instructions, you like you in a bad situation. Like, don't talk about this, don't press that, don't do this, don't do that. Uh, it's too many things I gotta remember when talking to this brother, man. So no, I'm good. You should be good too. Don't like for me. Don't bring somebody over around me that you like have to, you know. Hey man, like you don't need to do this, or this. Keep that person over there. That is because the first thing I'm gonna do is think about what you told me not to do, and
And
try,
you're gonna do
and
that.
I'm probably gonna end up doing it by mistake.
I can't talk to him about football.
God dang
Who's
it!
your team?
Right, first thing I man, you know Dallas sucked this year because they got beat by golly,
But it was just so many things.
yeah.
And I hate that she didn't feel like she had a person that she could just be like, hey,
Did she talk to her aunt?
yeah. Oh, speaking of people she did talk to, when she found out after they got married,
Yeah. So
I-
we
it
in
was
2021.
it was less than a month after they got married, she found out that he was texting a prostitute
Mm.
and paying for it.
Like texting.
It was like a Facebook Messenger thing. I think the
Uh,
prostitute's name was Peaches, and he
yeah.
was sending messages to Peaches.
He was paying to send messages, or he was paying to have sex with
He was like,
her.
"How much for this?
Mm.
How much for this?" And then the next messages would be like, "I'm outside."
Mm. She was outside of their house.
No, he was outside of her house.
What car was he driving?
He had a car.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he did have a car. Man, that's like so you lying and you paying a prostitute, a sex worker, um, for what the sexual favors, but and you still got this girl, this woman here, your wife, and he cheating on you and you stayed. Like
That
after
happens a lot.
after like it didn't happen with a person that started off lying.
I just want to know. She had all of these holes that she
At
could
what
fill
point did
in.
she was like, this ain't gonna work? Like when did we get there?
June,
Of 2021?
yeah,
What happened?
she put him out. Like
Why? Why did that like
I don't know. I know she found out that he never went to the school that he said he went to. Where Erica say she was more indignant about him cheating than him lying about everything. She knew a lot of the lies way before the end. She did. It was like
I'm gonna have to look up indignant. That's one of those college words I didn't study.
Erica went to college.
She did. She did.
Same college as you.
She definitely did. Go Vols. Um,
Um, I said you like I didn't go there too.
yeah.
Um,
It's all right. I knew what you meant.
I don't know. It was just there were so many questions that I had for her because how did you get
Ah,
here?
okay. Thank you. I looked it up. And high school, yeah.
Oh yeah, I did go to the same high school. I
Yeah, we
forgot.
did. We did.
Um,
That's funny, man. I had to truly look that up. I ain't know what it was. I got it. I got it. Thank you.
he was saying standing on business. Miss Silver said, I wanted to blame it on being 2020 and people being isolated, but he has done this to other people before her. Yeah, so when she found out that he lied about the ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ex-wife told her that there was another ex-wife.
Yeah. How did she find out about the ex-wife?
Um, so when they got married, he gave her a wrong social.
Yeah.
When she applied for a new job, he gave her a
Different social.
different social. I'm assuming that only the first 3 digits were different in
Mm-hmm.
each one, like the rest were
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
And she compared them. She ran a background check on the first social and came back no record, which I've had to run background checks for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have anything on your record, they just come back no record.
Yeah.
Well, his came back no record because it wasn't him.
Yeah.
The second time, I guess he gave the real social. She found the list of addresses, nothing in California.
Yeah.
It was like Pennsylvania, which is where he was born,
Yeah.
Georgia, and Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So, um, she looked up the names associated with it, found a divorce decree,
Okay.
found a divorce decree, and I'll go. And when she found the divorce decree,
Oh, you
the
tell the
number was
story. I'll go.
the number was on it for this lady, or yeah, the phone number was on it for this lady. And when she called her, the lady was like, "I don't want to have anything to do with him. Like, leave me out the group chat." So she ended up telling her everything, letting her know that she let Reesa know that not only was he lying about like certain things, like he didn't have siblings that he claimed he had. The sibling that he said was younger than him was like his twin brother, or was that the cousin that told her that? I can't remember if it was the ex-wife or the cousin that let her know that all of these people that he claims have been talking to on a daily basis, some of them were dead. Some of them had not talked to him in a decade, and the only person that had was actually truly talking to him was his twin brother, and that wasn't even on a consistent basis. I can't remember if it was the cousin or the ex-wife, but somewhere between the cousin and the ex-wife, she found out a lot of information because when she put him out, um, he went to Philly and couch hopped
Yeah.
in Philly. And one of the cousins reached out to her trying to figure out like
I wonder what happened
why you put him out.
to him as a child that caused him, because the cousin was like, "Oh, we stopped fooling with him a long time ago because of he lied, because of
Mm.
his lies and stuff like that." Uh, I just thought everybody got a lying ass cousin.
We do. Everybody has
Everybody
one.
has that one lying ass cousin that just you don't get it. But I wonder what happened to him that made him spiral into this habitual liar.
I don't know. And then he kind of took on a lot of his brother's life.
Yeah. Was like, is he jealous of his brother and the life that his brother had versus the life that he was going through? Because I mean, like, that's fair. You know, we do get envious and jealous of one another and stuff like that.
Erica was thinking about who y'all. I think y'all might have multiple line
Man, everybody has a line ass cousin that they
cousins.
think about. Like, I'm pretty sure you say, when I say everybody has a line ass cousin, everybody that's watching this probably say, "Yep."
Now the question is the you, Erica, and your sister, because the three of y'all are here,
Yeah,
all think of the same cousin.
we probably don't. We
That's what I'm
probably
saying.
think
Y'all
of.
probably thinking of three different cousins.
Good morning, D
Good
Brown.
morning, D Brown.
But yeah, so I wonder what happened with him. Also the the fact that he went to, because he was in Pennsylvania at this point, right?
When he went, when
Yeah.
she put him out, that's where he went.
So the fact that
You're not my lying cousin. You're my truthful cousin.
look, Hubert, ain't nobody talking about you, man.
I have to say now we have a lying cousin.
uh
It's just not you.
that, like, it's
The
it's interesting that the cousin, because she called the cousin or the cousin called her.
cousin called her on Facebook.
Okay. So it's interesting that the cousin like knew to call her to say, "Hey, what happened?" Because he told us this,
Mhm.
and
Cause he told her the family that she cheated on him,
hmm
and the dude was in law enforcement, and he pulled out his weapon
yeah,
and
the
threatened
fact
him.
the fact that because we didn't talk about him having a mortgage statement
Oh yeah,
being pre-approved.
he had printouts. First off, it's one of those things you don't know until you buy a house, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But your letter from the mortgage company only lasts so long.
yeah,
He got one from like 2019
yeah, yeah. Like
that he toting around saying
that he printed off.
that he made up.
Yeah,
Not even just printed off. He made it up because it was just something he found online.
yeah,
He had fake bank statements that he doctored up from being made online. And somebody actually took the bottom half of his offshore account bank statement and like did a reverse Google image search
yeah,
and was like, the bottom of it is straight from Wikipedia.
yeah. The fact that he thought about all this and then went to his family to lie about it. His brother, it's what is it? It's a brother, an older brother, and a twin brother,
Yeah, he said the twin brother was his younger brother.
and then he had two sisters. Right. This the
That's what he
part.
said. He had twin sisters. The address on his driver's license was for a cemetery
Yeah,
that he used to
yeah,
work at.
yeah. Like
He took her to the cemetery and was like, "That's where
my
my
grandparents.
grandparents are
Yeah.
buried."
Like the whole situation is crazy because um it's like dude went through so many lengths to not tell the truth.
Right.
And it's like when he got caught in a lie, what do you say? What do you do? That's what I'm saying. He could have did something productive with all his lies. She told him everything she wanted in life and knew she didn't have knowledge of the home. Yeah, yeah, that was the thing. Like you could have told me anything before I bought a home, and I would have been like, "Yep, that sound about right." But it's man, you see it, and you have pity on her because it's like, damn, were you that dumb? Why was it that you was that so lost in the sauce that you didn't see these things, or work on these things. But back to 2021 when they was breaking up,
Mhm.
because I'm just like going through, oh, I remember this happened. Oh, I remember this happened, type of deal. I ain't going through chronological order.
Okay.
Um, what else? After the Pennsylvania, he went to Augusta.
Mhm.
That's where his family had moved to, right?
His parents moved there
And
apparently.
started a church. But that was a
That's
lie
yeah.
because his
They
daddy didn't go to church.
right, according to his big brother.
Yeah.
And he said he has an aunt down there, and the aunt was just his mama's friend.
And she was looking for the baby.
Yeah, because he also told her that the baby was born.
Wait, time out. Let's talk about the aunt. Because the dumbest thing she could have did was believed him after she had to go to court
The last time.
the last time to I guess character witness or something like that.
I don't know.
But the fact
Because
that she
he went to jail for impersonating the officer.
yeah, and that was with the last wife or
Hmm.
yeah, and she had to go say he was a good person,
I guess.
knowing that all the stuff that he did, and then now she's sitting up here looking for a baby that he never brings down. He's like always down there, and he like, come on, man.
She was like, he's been down there 4 or 5 times and never bought this baby. So the baby, he told her the baby was born in January. And from January to June, he was supposed to bring not just the wife, but the wife and the baby.
Right, but hold up, before we even get there, I'm a dad,
You are.
and I'm a dad.
Okay.
Man, look at this picture of my baby.
Hmm.
Lily do the little things. I be at work showing the look at her. You know, when she did the picture,
Oh,
Look
her
at this.
school picture.
Y'all want something to laugh at? Look at this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Dad. You know, I'm dad.
I'm surprised I have never shown that picture on here.
Like they seen it. It's on the thing, ain't it? Anyway.
Uh-uh.
Uh but dad, there's no way an aunt, somebody that has seen me grow up, I don't show a picture of this baby. And I would think that my aunt, a person that has seen me grow up, would say, if I don't show a picture, like if I don't bring them down, at least show me a picture.
Show me some pictures of that baby. Because when I think about, like, my phone makes these little videos and all this
Yeah,
stuff. It'll be like Lily and Quad or
yeah,
hugs. And it's just pictures of me and the kids, like
yeah,
selfies, right?
yeah. Because you don't take pictures of me, but it's all good.
Let's not do that. Um, I would be sharing pictures of me with my baby. Because Reesa has met this aunt. So I would think that there would at least be, at minimum,
Yeah, something.
pictures of me holding this baby that was sent, or you
Hmm.
holding this baby that was sent.
Yeah.
Like that, it was just,
Um,
she was like, I keep asking him to bring y'all down here. How is the baby?
and
She was
that's
like, ain't no baby.
yeah.
Baby gone.
And she was like, "What?"
Baby is just discarded tissue at this point.
Like the whole that whole part didn't make sense to me. And it's like you don't want people in the story holding upholding him, and most people didn't. But she was the only one that was like, "But he was a good guy," or you felt that way.
She saw him a dream.
Yeah. Um. She finally got the divorce papers. Went down there. She gave him, was it $10 to get some
$6.
$6 to get some chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Why be so specific? He'll get you some chicken nuggets. Like he was really down bad at that point. Um, then like pretty much like the ending was like I wanted the ending to be a lot better than what it was.
Oh, did you hear? You heard the part about him getting arrested at her
Yeah,
house.
she
Yeah.
he got arrested at the house and stuff like that, but
And then she got the car towed because it was
it was like her waiting to exhale
it
moment.
was behind
Yeah,
on payments. He was
come get
living
this
in it.
car. You can have it. He was her waiting to like you remember when I think Angela Bassett blew up the car
Hmm.
or the burnt his clothes in the car and stuff. That was her moment.
It is trash.
But the ending was terrible though, man. Like she talked about I think she like made another part to talk about how she felt and how
She's done a few lives with Q&As and
yeah,
stuff like that to answer questions. Um, it's just wild that he's convinced 3 women to
yeah,
marry him that
yeah.
we know of.
Right. Right. I didn't know marriage today, right, was so um I don't want to say fickle because that's not the word that I'm looking for. It's so oh yeah, we can get married. Like it was a big deal that, I asked you to marry me and I started in my head that I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind marrying her. It's a huge deal,
Hmm.
you know. Not something I took lightly, and I don't take it lightly today because it's like realizing from the beginning, right? And when we first got married, didn't know the things that we would have to like. We continue to grow as people because we like nobody says that,
Right.
you know.
They lack
Um,
self-esteem and self-worth. Amen, sister.
yeah. Um, but it's like just for a person to have been married 3 times based off of a lie, and for this girl to marry him within a year of meeting him,
Hmm.
it's interesting. And you not signing up for a show. This is your real life. You know what I'm saying?
There was another girl, a girlfriend that came out that he was with from 2014 to 2015. Um, I believe he lived with her as well.
Yeah.
Saw her video. The second wife that we thought was the first wife,
Hmm.
her son has come out
Oh
and
yeah.
recorded stuff, and he was like, "Now my mama mad at me because I said something." Cause
They got to fight, didn't
yeah, that's one of his goings to jail
they? Yeah.
was fighting her son. Um, I don't think anything has come out about the very first wife as of yet. Portia married that man because she
I
saw
don't
dollar
I don't
signs.
know what like happened with her.
Oh, I'll tell you. So Portia from Real Housewives, uh, husband
Mm.
now. Remember, she met him on the show in one of the other
He was somebody, he was married to somebody else, right?
right.
Yeah. He saw
Him
that big booty of hers and he was like, man.
him and his wife. Apparently, his wife was cheating on him.
Yeah.
They got a divorce. He got with Portia and proposed to her within a month.
Yeah. I remember that part.
Um, so he has been trying to become an American citizen because
Yeah.
he's Nigerian,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. Um, he has entered the U.S. unlawfully. So he came here in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
And when he came here in the 80s, he overstayed his visa.
Yeah.
He was supposed to leave
In the 80s.
in the 80s because he overstayed his visa and
Yeah.
was getting deported. He came back under a new name
Yeah.
into the US.
Yeah.
He has a lot of fraud,
Yeah.
scamming, and a whole bunch of other stuff on his rap sheet.
Yeah.
And he recently, as in 2024, has been trying to get American citizenship, and it was denied because of all of these crimes he has committed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Portia was like, "Not me, dog," and went and filed for
She
divorce.
didn't know that. Another instance of, yeah, she does need to make a who the TF did I marry.
Portia to me seems like a person that just wants to be chosen by a man.
That was an opportunity for Portia.
What do you mean by an opportunity? I'm
Like
not disagreeing with you. I'm
like
just trying to understand your statement.
it was a lifestyle that he had because first off, the issue, right?
Mm,
You're on the show with a person that was married to this man.
right.
Why were you that close to this man to be like, yeah, I'm gonna marry him? That's the
Yeah,
first
I'm going to date him.
right. That's the first issue, right?
Because he proposed to her while they were still, um, he was still married to Fallon. Erica said, I read that she knew about his
Man,
citizenship
if she
issues.
knew about it, like Portia is already seemed to be not all the way there. You
You
know
talking
what I'm
about the
saying?
Underground Railroad?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The underground. She said something else too, but
That's
she,
the biggest one that
yeah,
stands out in my
yeah.
mind.
It's like
How did the train get down here?
you're almost like it don't go all the way up. It definitely don't go all the way
Few
up.
tacos short of a platter.
Yeah, and then so you're like looking at it. She's a beautiful woman, right?
Portia with 2 divorces and a baby by another dude. Welcome to the discount bin. I
All
wouldn't.
right.
I'm not gonna put Portia in the discount bin, but I do say that Portia makes bad
Yeah,
decisions because we've watched her even on the show try to get back with one of her exes because she just doesn't want to be alone.
yeah,
Like that's something you need to figure out,
yeah. You just be comfortable with being alone. It's okay.
right?
It's definitely okay, and you can be as happy as you want to be.
And she's at the point now where it's not just that she doesn't want to be alone, but she wants
Yes.
to date in a certain tax bracket,
Yeah.
which I get
Yeah.
because if I'm in that tax bracket, dating in that tax
Yeah.
bracket, right?
Yeah.
But she wants to date in this tax bracket. She wants to be married, and it's just like she's diving in head first on whoever will take her.
But the we always talk about ethically, right?
Mhm.
Ethically and morally, certain things are wrong. Her marrying this woman's ex-husband, and they were friends, right?
So they were introduced on the show as friends. They say that they're nothing more than coworkers. That's part of the skew in the lines of things because reality TV feeds us a lot of lies.
Yeah,
However, y'all was hanging out.
right. Like the thing,
Y'all was kicking it.
so the thing that I always had issue with, right,
Mm,
is it's not a thing of friendship and co-working space, but it's a thing of, hey, have that conversation. Like they can't stop you from doing anything, but it's like, hey, I y'all are getting a divorce. I like him.
mm,
He's I think I would like he approached me in whatever type of way. And I'm a go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like have that conversation. That's just a mutual respect thing. I think because don't smile in my face and then be behind the Lord songs and smile in your face all the time. Want to take your place, the backstab, but that song bumping.
Miss Tillman, I'll agree. She's gonna have to go younger. Uh, and I mean, it made sense that she went
Larsa Pippen
older
broke up with
because
Mike Marcus Jordan.
I
And
don't think so.
I
I
thought they
mean, they
broke up.
said they did, but then it was like stuff happened after that that people were like they were together. I don't keep up with Larsa or Michael because I don't like. I didn't know why Larsa was so relevant to the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
until I found out she was on Real Housewives. I think of Miami. I don't watch this show,
Man,
so
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Eddie Murphy ex-wife,
Nicole.
she looks good.
Mm,
Anyway,
um.
that's it. That's it. She's a gold digger.
Okay.
Way over town. That digs on
Portia gonna have to
me.
become a sugar mom.
She give the money.
I don't even know who Drea's dating. I don't really know much about Drea.
I don't know who Dre is. I kind of like just went over it.
And Larsa is
I know who Larsa is,
yeah.
but she makes bad decisions too.
Yeah.
Uh, nah, I think the thing with Portia is she just needs to focus more on herself.
Yeah.
Um, it was a terrible decision to actually date and marry this man just because of knowing some of the ins and outs of his previous relationship.
Lily's wiping Quad's nose.
Oh, I left him wipes in there because quad nose look like hers too.
She just sitting there like this.
Pretty sure all that stuff is just she be taking care of him. That's the cutest thing in the world.
That's her baby.
And he don't be liking it half the time.
He
But
does not.
back to this other story. What was his response to it? Because I know the dude had responses to it because everybody in the world was looking for him. Everybody in the United States that heard this story
Oh, he's still sticking with his story.
was looking for him.
He's sticking with his story. I had all these things. She cheated on me. It was a dude named Bradley.
Yeah.
And that's my story. I'm sticking
It's
to it.
it's it's like it's funny because it's like don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that just lies himself into a corner. You know,
They talk about it on some sports podcast. Dre is reportedly with some 22 or 23-year-old basketball
is
player.
is what Brittany Renner was talking about.
Yeah.
She got pregnant by a basketball guy and said like I mean people get caught up. So caught up. I'm feeling
Yeah.
it.
The only thing I don't really know much about Drea because I don't remember what show she was on, but I didn't
Oh,
watch whatever show it
you
was.
know something I want. This is random.
I just
But
see her on social media and,
like I think it's
her aesthetic.
I just think you know it's a here it is again, a double standard, right? The women are it's in certain circles, in certain places, it's like life,
Mm.
right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna get some young dude. I'm this 40, 30, late 20, old.
Basketball Wives. Yeah, I never watched Basketball
Yeah,
Wives.
I don't watch any of that stuff. I'm this person who's like looking for a come up. The best thing that I have for myself is that my body is tight and I look good and I know it. I can get in those circles where these um men who make millions of dollars, but and will stick their thing anywhere. Um, I'm gonna
Mm.
play the game.
Hubert said Dre has a 21-year-old son and is dating Jalen Green, who is 21 and is allegedly pregnant. The reason that I even know who Drea is was from when she left her little boy, I guess his 21-year-old, at home when he was elementary age, and he was trying to cook him something to eat in the microwave, and CPS got involved.
What
And I think she might have been talking to Chris Brown at that point in life.
I have no clue, but just that mindset, that's welcome. That's a it's I don't want to say it's a good, but that's regular life for some people.
Yeah,
I'm a struggle until I hit gold,
yeah.
and that's your goal is getting pregnant by a 21, 22 year old superstar or athlete. You know,
But that only lasts as long as you manage it,
right?
or as long as
But the thing is,
they're making the money.
right. The thing is to get pregnant. You know, Brittany Renner.
That's the last thing I'm
Brittany Renner
interested in.
went to she talked with Colorado football players about that,
Mhm.
about you the star athlete getting trapped. Um, something
She the
I
number
saw,
one trapper.
yeah, something I saw on the internet, Al Gore's internet earlier this week, and it like completely confused me. Right,
Right.
so I don't really know the names. I just know what happened, and I was like, what the Johnny and Ava, right?
No clue
Were
who these people are.
right. No, these made up people.
Okay.
Were drunk.
Okay.
They had sex.
Mhm.
Johnny was charged with rape
Okay.
because Ava couldn't consent.
Uh-huh.
They're both 21,
Okay.
both college students, both were drunk, but Johnny was the one that got in trouble. Is
Mhm.
that fair or not? Because neither one of them could consent.
But it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's like it immediately made me think about my children
Yeah.
because you have a boy who, yeah, huh? You want me to put it back on? Okay. All right. What's your like questions, right?
I don't know.
Who like is that fair? Well, obviously it's not fair, but in a case like that, why does the boy get in trouble when he couldn't consent as well?
I guess because he's the inserter. I agree. I don't think that either of them can be held responsible because inebriated puts you in a position of nobody can consent to this. But like Miss Tillman said, unless somebody was unconscious, nobody was able to make these decisions, impaired or not. I don't know. I don't know how that goes. A man being drunk doesn't absolve him of the law.
But if that's the law, right? Uh, that you have to have consent to have sex, and how is it not the same law for her?
It should be.
You know that she has
Did the
the.
girl say she was assaulted? If she can't speak, don't smash.
But if he can't speak, don't smash. Let's say that they're on the same level of drunk, like they drunk.
I don't know.
We know what drunk people look like, do, and happen.
What?
Right, right. But I'm just saying that's the thing that wasn't wasn't in the thing. It didn't say if the girl said she was
She had to have
assaulted or
said
not.
she was assaulted because if it was just drunk sex and not reported, how would we know?
That's true. So I don't know. So it's a sense of both of us was drunk, but we had sex, and if the boy would have went to the authorities and said I was assaulted by this girl, because we were drunk, it would be like it wouldn't be the same thing.
But it should be
It
the
should be.
inverse. Because if he can get in trouble for it, she should too, right?
Hmm.
I don't know.
That's
Like,
it. I mean, like it's a teaching thing. 'Cause I always think about my kids. How do I teach my kids how to be better in whatever situation we're talking about, right?
mm,
Make the better decision because you want them to make good decisions when you're not there to make the decision for them.
right.
But that's a decision for men that are so hard
Mhm.
because yeah, we the game of for us is to I'm I want that, you know. I want to lay down with this woman because this woman is beautiful. It looks like we're gonna have a good time and we can do the thing that we love to do together, you know. But if that's the game and you're, you know, y'all just out having a good time, oops, I've drunk too much.
I've had one too many drinks.
Yeah. Now they here in the embassy. uh that's a good song too. That's a solid song.
Okay.
But you know, you hear you making that decision, two adults, um, consenting to this good time, but then all of a sudden the next day you think everything's cool, we're good, and you know, here it is, you're being charged with rape.
Right.
But both of us was drunk. Both of us was like like I don't want to say it like you know when you about to get some, you know. Like there's any time that you're
Apparently, unless you're drunk.
unless you're drunk. But that even when you're drunk, you're like you know. Anyway, I don't know, man. That just rubbed me the wrong way when I saw it, and I was like, I don't know the answer to this.
What was the other thing I put in the title? Because we're
Yeah,
beyond our hour.
we didn't talk about that thing. But that girl was a great storyteller, though, man. I hope she write a book. I wouldn't mind listening to another story.
It needs to be shorter though.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be shorter, but you know, wouldn't mind listening to something else. The All Star game sucked last weekend.
Sure, you're right.
It was like the score was ridiculous, 211 to like 180 something. Dame Lillard won MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk contest was trash.
All right.
Um 3-point shootout was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch any of this stuff.
And didn't watch the
What did
celebrity
I
thing.
watch? I watched one thing with y'all.
The shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Um what else we got?
Oh, the embryos in Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama this week voted to
They voted the
that
embryos
embryos are children.
are children. Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
And the craziest part is for embryo is dropped or something like that, that's murder
The
or
frozen
should be
embryos
considered.
created and stored for IVF are children under a state law allowing parents to sue for wrongful death of their minor children.
Um, I can't say that I agree with that,
It's
man.
also another way of holding people as an example. Say you and I were going through IVF treatment, right?
Hmm.
We got these embryos stored, and then
The freezer goes out.
yes,
Now these people that like,
now this company,
yeah,
because I don't know how you would hold a person liable,
yeah.
but this company that had our embryos in the freezer is now responsible for the death
Hmm.
of X amount of kids. Like, let's say we had 10 kids in
Yeah.
there.
but the risk is that this might not work. I don't know what the ratio of it working versus it not working,
Mhm.
but there's a chance that it don't work.
But then you also have the added step or layer in people destroy embryos when they get divorced,
Yeah.
when someone dies,
Hmm.
blah blah blah, yada yada yada.
I don't get how they can make an embryo. It doesn't have a heartbeat. Like a lot of people don't agree with this.
Like I couldn't even we could not we couldn't even see Lily's heartbeat until she was like what, 8 weeks old?
I don't know. I
I can't
don't.
remember.
I don't know.
I think we went to the doctor at like 4 or 5 weeks
Yeah.
and there was nothing. And then we went back. What do you say? Would you be liable if you don't pay the freezer bill? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
who's liable if a tornado comes through?
I don't know. I would assume that the company is because
But that's an act of God.
that's an act of God, but they still should be able to protect it and protect the children. I don't like it's so weird to me that we're going so far on this it because it all ties into the abortion thing.
Mhm.
Like it's a little weird to me that we're going so far into the embryos because the IVF thing is a very expensive thing. So I get that part. Um, but to make a state law to say, hey, if something happens to this embryo is a child, something happens to it, the the parents are liable or capable of suing you. You know, it works in both ways because it's like now, like some companies are like trying to figure out how do we move out of Alabama
Mhm.
because this law is stupid. How do we like basically like just stop? And a lot of the parents that have their embryos there can't move their own embryo,
Right.
and stuff like that because they
And you get caught up in the shuffle.
yeah. So it's a like that's something that I think they're gonna have to go back and look at again. Um and kind of redo that thing.
I don't know. I don't know that they're going to.
Last thing I wanted to talk about was this woman and her child in Memphis letting the little baby do waxes.
Yeah. I have to find it again.
So I don't know what her name was, but basically, a lady has a waxing business, and she put on social media that her 5-year-old was out here doing waxes too. Now people are looking at it from two different ways. Of course, she put it on social media. She was reported to CPS um, and Child Protective Services, and she's going through that. Was arrested and everything for child abuse. People are looking at it in two different ways. That it's actual child abuse, and you shouldn't just have a 5-year-old working.
Mhm.
Doing it. Yes. Who? Okay, I'll put it back on. How did it go off?
So I thought initially when I read this, and this is probably just me being sleepy while reading it, that it was a violation of child labor laws, is what they were trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
But also the child neglect and child abuse.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even know why you would want to have your what is she, 5?
Yeah.
Your 5-year-old waxing people.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
And me as a person, why would I want a 5-year-old waxing me?
Yeah, like that's the weird part. It's like you have this, this child is a baby, right? Because I consider 5 year, I consider children babies.
Uh,
Uh,
Lily's 4, she's a baby.
yeah, but you have this child in here. Like I always think, it's a tax write off. One, a child can earn up to $12,000 doing the
Hmm.
um family business.
Most people don't have their kids doing anything though.
Right, right. The most my child would do if I had a waxing business Go sweep up the floor.
You can sweep the floor.
Clean the room that we just was in.
You can take the stuff in the room.
Yeah,
Like I need to restock certain things.
yeah. You
Go
can.
put these bottles in there.
Yeah,
Go put this in there.
yeah. But you're like patient to my child. No, you're not doing this because like you're not like anything could have happened, right?
Right.
Like we're assuming that it's all women, you know, but women are creeps too,
They definitely can be.
you know, and that could be something that they get off on.
It's just weird.
You know, it's a complete weird thing, and for her to be like on social media showing that her child is doing this when it could be looked upon as being weird and neglectful. um I don't think you think that all the way through. Now, if your child grew up wanting to do waxings, when they get older, more mature, you
Not 5.
not 5, you kind of look into it and be like, okay, what you know, here's a certain age that you can actually start doing waxings on people. You kind of look up the rules and kind of gauge your child if you want to do it while she's underage,
Yeah.
or wait till she turn 18. Be like, hey, this is how you do it. Because at that point, she's grown up watching you do waxes and understand that this is your business. But while they're a child, teach them the business, not the
Right.
skill. Because them watching you, you're gonna help them build it, like know that this is a skill to do. But how do you run the business
Right.
type of deal? So
She said at the nail shop they have kids and they're doing work. It's not that she was working, it's the type of work in this case. I don't think she should be charged, but maybe suspend her license or a fine.
that's true. That's true. And that's the thing that I was saying is looked upon as being two ways. Like it's just the what she was doing, you know.
Yeah.
Um and from my understanding from knowing what uh waxes are, you looking at vaginas all day, you know.
And it's on so many parts of the body that people are getting
But
waxed.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna let a child do my feet.
No.
I think that's weird. I don't want to. I ain't like it's. I think it's like if you go to a shop and a child is taking my money, okay. Long as
Hmm.
they count my money right, and then
Yeah.
the type of person I'm gonna be is, did you get this right? If they're struggling with something, I'm gonna help them out
Yeah.
because I know how to count. But this is something that they need to learn to do. But the actual like you ain't finna do my feet. You ain't gonna. I'm trying to think of other services that you can cook food, but I don't want to see you cooking food. Yes. Don't you have wipes up there? Okay, give me a second.
All right.
But that happened. That's it, man.
And I was
We
like,
out
that's
here.
all I put in the thing. All right, y'all. Um,
that's how
I've
you. That's how you can get out of
I've
here.
I've given up on Married at First Sight. I guess I'm still watching, but I ain't trying to review
Yeah,
anything because we
yeah,
ain't did it all year. It's almost March.
yeah. I have not given up on my Black History facts. Just a lot of stuff have gone on, and I had to go. We went out of town. Had to go straight into work, and that's the thing for me.
Yep.
But working on that still.
We're gonna have 29 facts when he get done.
Oh
Y'all
yeah,
just might get all of them on the 27th, 28th, and
yeah.
29th.
Y'all just gonna get a lot at one time, so be on the lookout for that. It's gardening season, so start your seeds if you
Yep.
haven't already.
Maths is definitely a train wreck,
Maths,
and it's hard to
maths has
watch.
gotten boring with this
It's
season.
hard
It
to
is,
watch.
it has definitely gotten bored with this season. Um, yeah, man, y'all enjoy. We appreciate you guys for listening and chit chatting with us this morning.
Do something fun today.
Definitely get out and do something fun today.
I
And
don't know what I'm gonna do fun,
we
but
love
we'll
you
do something.
guys. Oh, Lily got a sportsmanship award this week
Oh
for
yeah, she did.
her thing. So she played baseball
She
this
played
week.
baseball this week. Last 2 weeks was soccer.
Hilarious.
This week was baseball.
Yeah.
Next week is flag football.
So I'm hoping she shines in that because I love football. But anyway, guys, we love you guys. We thank you guys. We shall see you guys. I think we're going live with Jack and Glenn. I watched the episode, so I'll go live with them if you don't. Um, yeah, and we out.
All right, bye, y'all.
Peace.